neither kings nor queens nor royal marines, the 28th on France.
Right guys, really quick video hopefully. Been quite a lot of videos up recently regarding first aid kits, and one chap gave a bit of a comment back, and he said, yeah, but they're so expensive. They don't have to be expensive, and you can get half decent quality or good quality first aid kits at a reasonable price. The one you're looking at now cost me just under 20 quid. I'll put the link in down below, but the place that sells them, it's a well-known UK place, and I'm not getting paid for this or anything like that. I bought the kit myself just to make this video, and yeah, you get a half decent kit and just under 20 quid UK, but they're first aid kits start at a £5 and go up to like sort of 60 quid, and there's probably 10 different types to choose from. So what it's just going to do is have a look at this one. It's a mountain first aid kit. I went for this one because it's middle of the range, like I said. I'm not sure what the mountain sort of refers to, whether it's for doing it there, but yeah, what I'll do is I'll open it up and let you have a look at what's inside it and the makeup of it and all that sort of stuff. But what I'll do while I'm getting that sorted, if you want to have a look at what's in it, I'll be back with you in a minute. Right, here we are again. Right, so the bag itself is a ripstop fabric, and it's got a, you can probably see it there, I'll just zoom in for you. It's got a waterproof zip, but the disappointing thing for me at the moment on first sort of look is got a waterproof zip, but just in there you can see the two zips actually create a small hole. You can see there. And that, but in all honesty, does it need to be waterproof? You know, I'll let you decide. But yeah, so it's a ripstop type material, and the whole thing weighs 700 grams. Has 52 items inside, so that's 20 quid, 52 items. You know. So what I'll do is I'll open it up. Well, actually, I'll tell you what we'll do. No, I won't. I'll open it up and I'll bring you back. Right then, so there it is, opened up. Two-way zip, tri-fold. Sorry about the lighting if you're a bit concerned about that. It's a bit yellowy. It's because it's I'm working on. I've got some lighting up. But there you go. Yeah, so it's a tri-fold, and so we've got medication, and unusually it actually comes with some tablets. We'll have a look at that in a minute. A pouch for bleeding, so plasters and stuff like that, and at the very top there is a chem light, and the top of there is somewhere to hold it or hang it up. You know, behind if that had a hook on it so that you could hook it, but you could hook it over a nail or whatever else. And then coming down, sort of more bleeding, but this is obviously if you're going to use bandages on bleeding, it's more likely to be more of a catastrophic type bleed. Breaks and sprains, but we'll go through these in a minute. Breaks and sprains, so that's more supporting type bandages. And then coming down to the bottom, we've got accessories, and you can see there at the moment there's some scissors. But what I'll do is I'll get everything out and I'll show you what's in there. Right guys, so in the medication there's some real basic sort of pain relief, ibuprofen and paracetamol. Both have got just over a 2-year expiry date. Both have got the, I'm sure you can pick that up, but you can see that they've got the braille on there as well, so that's good. So yeah, pain relief, really easy to swallow, 500 milligrams and 200 milligrams. So that's good. One thing I didn't know, and it's just come to light, is just behind, so where that medication flap was there, there's a whole new or a whole different pouch, so we'll have a look at that as well. So it's going to be a bit choppy this video, but bear with it. Right, so again, we've got a couple of plasters here, quite large size plasters, would cover most wounds, and then moving down to steri strips and adhesive backed. So you've got the more sort of cottony material, and that's you can probably see that there's quite a large strip there, so you can cut that down to size using the enclosed kit, and that's that was under the sort of the minor bleeds, I would assume. So we'll go on to the next page. Right then, so in that back page we've got some gauze swabs, a couple of those. Moving across some dressing, so they're used so that you can put them onto open wounds, but they won't stick to the open wound as such. A larger dressing, and then a good selection of, working on the rule of threes I suppose, three different size plasters. But, the smaller ones, there's 5 of them, then you've got 4, and then 3, and then, to be honest, a half decent set of medical type shears. Just show you those, look. They're quite smooth, quite cheap, but smooth, and they work. And let's face it, that's what you know, you wouldn't be doing too much with them. And that was in the rear pouch. So yeah, on to the next one. Right, so out of the breaks and sprains little pouch, down a bit lower, you've got the obligatory triangular bandage, which is a great bit of kit. A couple of crepe bandages, and a couple of white woven bandages. So obviously they, you know, you could use those for you know, wrists, ankles, legs, whatever, you know. But yeah, I must admit this first aid kit ain't too bad at all. So what I'll do is we'll rear for the other. So we've got a couple more bandages. Use the camera work, trying to do too much at once. So 3 additional bandages for bleeding. So these are more absorbent, and they can be used in conjunction with the, you know, the bandages. You can use those to support these, or vice versa. But yeah, more of that. But I've just noticed up here we've got some tape. I think there's 2 meters on there. Small roll of medical tape. So there's 2 meters on there. Not a great deal. The ibuprofen tablets are 16 in each box, so that's not bad. You know, obviously some parts of the world you need more kit than that, but the UK, you know, it's not so bad. Right, I'm going to put this away and then come back with the next section. Right then, so from the accessory pouch, we got a small roll of micropore tape. And obviously all this stuff is replaceable. I think there's about 2 meters of that. I'm just looking on the list here. But and then some zinc oxide tape. Use that on your feet. Rather natty thermometer, which reusable as well. Oh, really embarrassed on me. So I haven't sort of seen one of these before, so I'll have to read up on how that works. And all the instructions are on there anyway. But yeah, natty little thermometer. Pair of tweezers in the case, keep them fairly clean. A couple of small sachets of burn shield. So if you burn yourself, if you're into outdoors, you're always going to burn yourself on the fires and stuff like that. Some hygienic wipes, can't have enough of those, alcohol wipes. And I've just done a video where I use one of those to help me get fire going, which is well. And then finally, a pair of scissors, rounded nose scissors, so that you're not going to cut whatever you're treating. But and then finally finished off with a chem light. Like I said, that's not bad for 20 quid, I don't think. Bear with me a second. Yeah, that's not bad for 20 quid, I don't think. So you get all that for just under 20 quid. They've got 10% off at the shop at the moment. I'm not sure how long that lasts, but yeah, I reckon that's good. It's well worth it, guys. The main thing obviously is you need to do the training. You need to do the training to be able to use all this stuff. I know it's quite, everybody thinks, oh, it's easy to put a plaster on, but you put a plaster on and you haven't wiped the wound and you trap some germs in there and then you become a casualty and stuff like that. I've done first aid courses, I've done battlefield courses, battlefield first aid courses, you know, all that sort of stuff in all my years, and it's worth doing it. And of course, if you came to the Christmas meet, the Camp Shaky Christmas meet last year, you would have had one of these for nothing. Not the red one, the green one that's in front of you, but something like that, in all honesty, you can get for definitely under a tenner. So anyway, that's my sort of thoughts on first aid, and if you ignore it at your peril. But anyway, let me know what you think, and let me know whether you reckon this is worth 20 quid. I reckon it is, but happy to argue the point. Cheers guys, bye. And if to prove that I really did open it at the same time as you saw it, just under here, hopefully you can see that, it says there, upside down for you, gloves and info. There's two little pockets there, and in there were a couple of pairs of latex gloves, so 1, 2, some safety pins, and a first aid sort of how to do it and what to do in a couple of different languages. So yeah, it's the first aid kit that keeps giving, like I said just now. Let me know what you think. I'll put the link down below where I got it from. I expect anybody in the UK can guess. Yeah, and it is what it is. It's a first aid kit for under 20 quid, but you don't need to spend 20 quid on a first aid kit. But it just gives you an idea of what's in there and what other people think are important, and what you could possibly put in yours. Anyway, like I said, I really am going this time. Thanks for watching. Cheers.